This episode of the DJ Force X podcast is proudly sponsored by Fixed. Fixed is a fan and artist-friendly independent record label that specialises in hybrid electronic rock. It's home to the likes of Celduella, Blue Starly, I Will Never Be the Same, Richie Nix, The Algorithm, Voicians, CD Akira, and a whole bunch more. Check out their latest label sampler for just $1 at their official store, fixedstore.com. That's F-I-X-T store.com. Save 10% off your first order by using my coupon code FORCEX. That's F-O-R-C-E-X. They have loads of shirts, hoodies, stickers, posters, and many other accessories for all their artists, and this is available worldwide with fantastic international shipping rates to go with that. So head over to fixedstore.com and check them out. And don't forget, use my coupon code FORCEX. Hello and welcome to the DJ Force X podcast, episode 44. I will have Sam and Ben from Lightscape. They are a new band coming out of the UK right now. Kind of just sort of a nice synth rock band, if you will. They're coming out of Norwich right now, and they've got a new single out in September. We'll go more into that in the interview itself, but look out for those guys. I think they're gonna be big. Also, final couple of days to vote for me in the Creative Loafing Best of the Bay Awards. That voting closes on the 16th, which is a couple of days from now. Vote for me under Best Podcast. These are all under the People, Places and Politics section of the voting. I am under Best Podcast for the DJ Force X podcast, what you're listening to right now. Best Internet Radio Show for Crossing the Streams. I'm under that, and Radio Personality for DJ Force X. If you can throw me votes in there, that would be great. I'm also apparently nominated in Best Afternoon and Best Morning shows, but my show isn't really morning, afternoon. It's kind of when you want. But it does air on Total Rock every Tuesday at 11 p.m. UK time and 6 p.m. East Coast time here in Tampa. The streams are available via TotalRock.com for every device. Also, the TuneIn radio app will facilitate you on that as well. Just look for Total Rock and it will be there. Also, on Saturdays at midnight East Coast here in Tampa, it airs on themix.fm. Now, that's THEMIXX.fm. Again, streams are available via the site, actually via TuneIn, via the website, but you can also get it on the phone app as well, so look it up on that. But I do put it up after it's aired on Tuesdays, so the next day it is available on demand on mixcloud.com/DJ Force X, so you can listen to it anytime you want on that front. On to the next bit. Can you please rate and review the show, if you don't mind? Just popping onto iTunes, leaving a nice review for me. I'll give you a shout out if you do. I try and keep an eye on it as much as I can. I'll list down the names and all that kind of stuff. Also, previous guests on the show, the band Servers, they have a new album coming out called Everything Is Okay. And I've just got a copy of it, and it is fantastic. So I'm going to have them back on the show soon. So keep an ear out for that, but keep an eye out for their album. They're just about to release a new video as well. Just go to serversband.com or .co.uk even, and find out all the details there. Anyway, I'm going to take you through to the interview now. Like I said, this is Sam and Ben from a band Lightscape. Enjoy. I would like to welcome to my show this week, I have Sam and Ben from the band Lightscape. Hello.
Hello.
Cool.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you guys doing today?
Yeah, we're all right, thank you.
Not too bad, you?
Yeah, good. A little stormy here, but, you know, it's...
we've got sun.
Yeah, that's right.
Are you in Florida?
Yes, I am, but it's we've got a bit of a tropical mini storm going on at the moment, so...
Yeah, I was there last year. It was like really hot and then really like wet, but still unbearably hot, even on the days it rained, but still.
That's pretty much standard here. So I've been here for about 4 years and it still feels the same. So cool. So you are about to release your first EP for Present for Past. It's going to be out on September 2nd and you're releasing it yourselves.
Yep. Yeah, that's great.
So if just to start with, do you want to give a bit of background on your band?
Cool. How long have we going now? Been going about a year.
All right.
Like with this full lineup. It started off with like me originally, or me and my brother were just trying to look for bandmates. We just tried a load of people out, and the whole process took about a year to find the actual right people that we wanted. And so it's been about a year now that we've had the full lineup, and we've done quite a lot of things. We've did our first EP, didn't we?
EP launch, supported Lonely the Brave, open in Norwich.
Headlined a show for BBC a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
that was good.
Nice. Got interviews with them as well, which is going well.
Yeah, a couple of interviews. What's coming up? We've got next week. Or week after next, we're playing a festival in front of about 2,000 people for the first time. Nice. That's just in our hometown of Norwich. So that's going to be crazy. Just 2,000 people crammed into a field.
Yeah,
which is something we've not done before. So that's going to be pretty intense.
Yeah,
it's pretty awesome. They hosted Radio 1 big weekend there not too long ago at Erlen Park. So pretty prestigious ground. So that should be good.
Nice. So
definitely.
You said you formed around about a year ago with this lineup. Were you in any form of bands or anything like that?
Yeah, I've been in bands for a good 5 years now.
Yeah.
Since I was about 18. I've always been doing something. And then it gets to the point in every band that I've been in, there's always been something that's holding us back.
Yeah.
So you just got to get to a point and you're like, well, we all want to do this, but then there's just something you think like, well, you can't commit because you've got this or blah, blah, blah. But with this band, there's none of that. It's all like, we're in it for the long run.
All right, excellent.
We're going to take it as far and as long.
As long as we can. So let's chat about your new release, the For Present for Past. I've heard the single off of that, the Running track. It's very good. I really enjoyed it. Steph sent it to me probably a couple of weeks ago, I think it was. I haven't got an exact date. But yeah, it's really cool. I'm going to spin it on my show in the next couple of weeks as well. To kind of give you that little bit of, with your run up to your release in a month's time. What's the plan with this single? Is it an exposure piece or is it more of a sort of what they call shopping?
I think it's more exposure at this point. We're still a fairly new band. It's just trying to get it out there, make people more aware about us. And the EP's only got 3 tracks on. I think we're just doing that so we can get material out there because we're going back to the same studio again in October or November to do another 3.
Okay.
So we're going to try and sort of keep releasing stuff as freshly as possible.
Okay.
Just to keep the content out there so it doesn't go stale and just to keep people interested and hopefully build a bit more momentum, especially for the next coming year because we want to push on to like major festivals and things like that and get bigger support gigs.
So publicity mostly.
Yeah.
Cool. So is that your general plan on the release schedule, is to obviously you're going back to the studio and then release another 3 tracks? Are you going to do the same after that or are you going to start thinking maybe an LP?
Yeah, I mean, it's just keep on going, really. I mean, we're writing stuff all the time, and I mean, we're happy. Like, I think we've definitely got this next trip to the studio booked in, but we'll sort of see where we are in like 6 months' time, and then
there's no specific structure to anything.
No, it's just sort of like, oh, we should do this, let's do this, and we'll just sort of take it as it comes, really.
All right. Cool. So, on top of obviously the releases you have coming out, what are your plans on the gig front? I know you mentioned the one in Norwich coming up. Do you have any kind of tours in line, or are you just sort of playing? We're
putting on a show next week in Lowestoft, which is just down the road from Norwich. We're playing above the place called Aquarium. That's one of the bigger venues in Norwich, and we're just putting a gig on there. It's like a little sort of nightclub.
Okay.
We've got a band called Burner headlining, and we're just going to be playing with them. We've got a couple of cool supports as well. It's going to be a good night.
Nice.
We just wanted, we've not played really much out of Norwich.
London show coming up as well. So that's in September. Not the exact date at 229. So that should be cool. Okay. Ideally, we're trying to branch out a bit. We've got a lot of interest in our hometown, which is really good. But trying to actually break a bit further afield is definitely, on a high on our priority list of things to do. So actively looking for main support slots and any tours of any nature, really. So
cool. And who would be your ideal tour support?
Don Broker pretty high up there for us at the minute. Everybody in the band really likes him, and they're doing that musically. We're kind of we take strong influences from them, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely.
Them or even bigger still, Bring Me the Horizon would be pretty crazy.
Nice.
Dream supports, I think.
Dream supports, yeah. No, that's cool. I mean, you never know. Opportunity may come up. It does happen. I've been there in that point, and it kind of happened for me. So, it definitely can happen. You get that right moment where the right management hear you, and they're like, maybe get these guys in for the tour, or even the band themselves. You can get the music to them. That always helps. So
that's a dream.
It's a dream.
Fingers crossed.
So with this current release that's out in September, you're doing a self-release. How is that on a new band? I mean, how have you found that to be, like on the business side of things?
We're just putting it out for like iTunes, Spotify. We might do a physical run in the coming months, but again, it's just getting out there, getting it available so people can share it, listen to it.
Being realistic, I mean, in today's day and age of tech, you can't really. It's not like how many albums do you sell. For us, it's just a case of, at this point, as an unsigned band, exposure. So Spotify and iTunes and Apple Music, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Any streaming service and YouTube, of course, is a focal point for us at the minute.
Yeah.
Really just trying to focus on key areas or big platforms that people are using.
Yeah. No, I'm always interested to see, like with yourselves, a new band, how the structures like changed because I was in a band back in the UK for a good 10, 15 years within the music industry as well. And from when I started, it was predominantly physical releases.
Yeah.
So we had albums pressed up, all that kind of stuff. And then as we sort of carried on, we were kind of at the cusp between digital and the physical release. And obviously with a new band like you guys today, the digital is the more prominent prominent format.
Times change. Yeah.
I think I'd love to be able to do like
It's so cheap to put a digital release out to everywhere. Whereas if you're doing a physical release, you've then got to go to the production company, get masters made. You got to then wait for that to be produced and then get it sent back to you, and then you got to send it out to people or organise. Even down to postage. You haven't even got to do that with digital.
Yeah, that's true. And you have that.
Doesn't make as much of a return off, I guess.
You have a worldwide platform as well.
I like having physical copies.
Yeah.
And plus, the artwork I've got would look sick on a physical CD.
Yeah, and obviously with the digital platform, you have that. It's a worldwide platform as well. There's like when it's out, it's out everywhere. So I mean, it kind of gives you kind of spread it thin, but if you concentrate on certain areas where you feel you're gonna be heard and be listened to. But it does put you on the kind of, I found, speaking to various artists from various like times, the one sort of combining factor is the fact that it's when you release something, it is a level playground. Whereas before, with physical copies, you kind of fought for shelf space.
Yeah, that's
whereas this time it's kind of down to more the press side of things and things like that to really get notice, because then if your music's there, people will go to the streaming services and listen to it. Whereas before, it would take a bit more of a kick for them to buy a CD.
Yeah.
So
it's as well, like we found that anybody can, upload music online now. I mean, it's not hard. Anybody can mix their own stuff at home. But do some of this new stuff. We've got recorded at Hidden Track Studios with Os Craggs, and the material just sounds incredible. It's brought a whole new life to the songs. And spending the money and getting it sounding clear and really good production on it makes it stand out as well. So stuff like that can really make it just stand out even on big platforms like Spotify and stuff like that. So if people receive it well, then hopefully it'll sell itself.
Cool. So I've got a couple of questions left. Just a couple of ones I generally ask most artists that I have on the show. So here we go. What are your top 3 albums? Now I'm going to ask you each of this, so you can pick 3 each. that kind of define you as the musician or the person that you are today? So there's 3 albums that really kind of molded you into who you are.
That's a good first.
Oh God,
this is an evil question. Very
I'll give this a shot. I can probably think of 2. Muse probably were a massive influence on me when I first started playing guitar, good 10 years ago. 10, maybe 8 years ago. I think. What album would I pick though? It was probably like Absolution or Black Holes and Revelations.
Yeah.
Either one of them, I think, sort of shaped my guitar playing heavily. That'd be, I don't know whether that'd be 1, 2, or 3. I have no idea. And next one would probably one of Enter Shikari's albums. They're just mind-bogglingly awesome musical genius gods. Every other adjective and verb I can think of that would describe them as gods would be, I'm going on a tangent now.
All right. It's good to explain your choices, so,
Which album? I'd say the newest album, actually. Minesweep. The songs are really tight on there. A lot of the lyrical content sort of hits home with me as well. It's all about just sort of standing up to people and fuck the government. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that if we're on air, but you can bleep that out.
No, we're okay. You're okay. Swearing's fine.
Swearing is fine.
Yeah.
And the third album. Oh,
this is
I don't know. I'll come back to that. Ben, you go.
All right.
All right. So what got me into guitar?
You got to pick an iTunes playlist.
I'm just sure. What the hell do I? Well, I know the first. It's in the third. So probably. Stereotypical, I guess. So Bon Jovi kind of played a strong influence on me on actually even starting guitar.
Nice.
If I had to pick an album, I don't know, probably New Jersey, I guess. But yeah, they had a completely big influence on me early on. Guess, if I was being honest, I guess my Appetite from Destruction, Guns N' Roses, very stereotypical again.
It's a quality album.
It's a brilliant album, and it really shaped how I play certain shapes and how I do certain things. Like his playing is really good. And last one, this is quite a difficult one because I'll probably do something more recent as to what I'm listening to. I'm really digging Periphery at the minute. Cool. Their latest album is genuinely sick. Select Difficulty, brilliant. As a band, they're technically just gods. So they're ridiculous. Yep. And yeah, it's really inspirational to kind of see a band doing exactly what they want in their own style and just literally just putting it out there and people sort of love it anyway. So yeah.
Awesome. All right, your third one, Sam.
3. Oh god. I don't know.
Pick I don't know, Britney Spears album or something.
No, that's like 5th or 6th. That can't be 3rd. Come on, man. No, actually, yeah, I might say, we touched on Bring Me earlier, but I might say them, to be honest, particularly with their newer albums. I didn't mind the first sort of stuff, but the later stuff, particularly with Sempiternal and That's the Spirit, is a whole new level of epicness, and it sort of, for me, it sort of shows how a band can go from just developing through their sound.
Yeah, definitely.
Create something completely different to what they ever used to do, but still find joy in it and connect with other people.
Yeah, it took me by surprise.
2 separate albums, by the way.
Yeah, what's Sempiternal and That's the Spirit. Yeah, I've got to pick one now. Sempiternal.
Cool. No, I was going to say that there certainly are a band that have progressed, because back when I was doing my rounds, we played together a couple of times, and it was all very much the screencore. Thrash type stuff that they did, and then
they've been bottled at festivals.
They hate it, weren't they?
They were very much. And that was
I have to admit, in the early days, I didn't really relate to this stuff. It's kind of, I hate saying that because there's so many people who are genuine fans of them, and who, I hate it as well. Like when you say you don't like their early stuff and you like the new stuff, but they have taken a completely new sort of line of
No, I'm in the same. I'm in the same mindset as that. I wasn't keen on their first stuff, and then this new album they just released, I listened to it because I listened to everything, and it totally changed my view on them.
Yeah,
in as much as I really enjoyed that
songwriting,
album,
production quality, just the riffs, the licks, even the vocals, is
simple and catchy.
Yeah, that's it. They've just kind of like hit that spot with it. So, and they're doing well here as well. They're getting like national radio play over here.
I actually saw them in Florida when I was last there.
Nice.
They played Hard Rock Cafe and Universal.
Yeah.
Power Support.
Power Supported as well. That was a really fucking good gig.
Nice.
Yeah, I was seeing the merch guy afterwards, and there's like a long queue of American fans, and I got up to buy a T-shirt and talk to him in the accent, and he's like, "What the hell are you doing here?" That was a really good show.
Yeah, no, they've played a couple of times around here. They played, I think, the Warped Tour and stuff, and all that. So, yeah, no, it's nice to see bands over here, because I went to go see Skindred a couple of months ago. They're a band that I played with a lot of times with my previous one, and it's just nice to see the guy, like someone here that I knew.
First, I remember seeing Skindred support Bullet for My Valentine at Brixton Academy years ago. Yeah. They came out with a Star Wars theme tune.
Yes.
That's so good.
Ash did that as well, though.
Yeah,
lots of people did it.
So you're investing a lot into this, and you're hoping obviously it pays off.
Yeah, we've all invested a fair bit and still are, but we love what we do, so it's...
Exactly, and that's what you got. I mean, I can hear it in you when you're talking about it, that you want to do it, you want it to happen, so it's just kind of putting in that footwork that every band kind of has to do, unless you strike it lucky and you become viral. That seems to be the thing.
Well, we're saying relying on that.
No, you don't want to rely on it, but yeah. So yeah, no, like I say, if you get that foot in the door and you go, and then it can happen. So
yeah, definitely.
Cool. So got a couple of questions left now. What are your hobbies away from music? So when you're not writing, when you're not doing stuff, is there anything you like to just sort of escape from with?
I play squash with one of the chefs from work once a week. That's quite fun.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps me on my toes, keeps me agile, keeps me hench. No, it doesn't keep me hench. I'm not hench.
I really don't. Gym, I guess. Other than
women is your hobby.
Women.
Just staring fondly after them.
Watching them.
And they're not doing anything. Sorry. Tamil, no.
I literally can't. Do you know what? Honestly, recently, it depends. Like, prior to the band, it was literally focusing on, like, gym or whatever else it might have been at the time. But since the band started, it's literally just been a case of...
What about your career at Vodafone?
That's shit. It's literally just been a case of, since the band started, of writing, like, whenever I do get spare time, it is literally spent writing, working on songs, because it's what I would enjoy doing anyway. So, yeah, it's weird how it's kind of, like, monopolised with time at the moment. So,
okay.
I don't really know, really.
All right, cool. So, finally, where can people reach you? Where's a good sort of hub to find you online?
Facebook generally. Once the video's out in a couple of weeks, 26th of August, our Vivo channel will be going live.
Cool.
So you can check everything out there. We've also got a website, which we haven't really mentioned about to anyone yet. That'll be coming out
because it's not released.
Yeah, because it's not released. That should be coming out in about a week.
Okay. Cool.
So that'll be a good place to sort of look us up on. It's going to be lightscapeofficial.com, I think.
Usual. I mean, to be fair, Facebook's pretty much where everything happens for us. Twitter and Instagram and stuff are on all that, and YouTube and stuff. But Facebook's probably the best place to keep active with what we're doing. Just the one that we're on most, I guess.
Yeah, second to that probably Twitter. But.
Okay, cool. So the address for your Twitter is... Actually, I've got it in front of
Lightscape UK.
Yeah, I got it here.
Yeah, at Lightscape UK.
Yeah, Lightscape_UK. Is that right?
Is it actually? Oh, God. Yeah.
I'll say I've got it in front of me now. So, yeah, it's lightscapeofficial.com, which I know leads you to your Facebook page because I went to it earlier. Cool. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for your time.
No, thank you.
And good luck with the release.
Yeah, no, cheers, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Appreciate your time. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, no worries, man. Have a good one, all right?
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.